Warriors put 73 points on the board in the first half, punctuated by that long-distance connection from...
They're making it look
Stefford. Oh, yeah, you didn't want to say it the same way, however.
Thanks. Go ahead, Ernie. Show him how it's done, Ernie.
He makes it look
Staffordless. I hate when y'all do that.
I know. I know you do. So do the Clippers. 73-50 is the halftime score. Your American Express teammates, Steph Curry's got 22 after going for 38 in game one. Klay Thompson, his fellow Splash brother, has 11 and a 73-point first half. So this is just wide open to the panel. Take a look at the guy who makes it look Staffordless.
Well, Patrick Beverly has got to stop trying to play him that aggressive.
Well, how else would you play?
Well, because if you're going to play him that aggressive, every time you get behind the pick, it take him a second to get that shot off.
So how would you play him?
I'd wait for him. I'd wait for him. I would wait for him.
He'll do Damian Lillard on you and start shooting deeper.
No, I don't mean go back to the free throw line, but don't try to overplay him because once they set a pick on Patrick, he's out to play. Is the point. I mean, you see he's out to play. But I just want to say this about DeMarcus Cousins, and I just hope he's all right, man. I'm concerned because that looked like my leg when I blew out my quad, and I'm just really concerned. Man, the kid can't catch a break. But when I saw him walk into the locker room, I remember walking to the locker room, and he grabbed right where I grabbed. And I like I say, I'm not a doctor, but man, I think he blew out his quad. And I just hope he's all right.
And I think it's on the same side as that Achilles, too.
MRI scheduled for tomorrow on DeMarcus Cousins, who...
They'll know before then, because it's a unusual injury, and you can tell because it rolls up like a window shade, and you can just tell.
Big window shade in your point. But I look at this game, going back, again, we hope he's fine, but looking at this game, it's two things. It's a rehearsal for Golden State. This is what they're going through. This is like a dress rehearsal for the playoffs. Obviously, the Clippers, they don't have enough artillery to match them up. But for the Clippers, it's like an audition because it's showing all of the free agents how hard we play in this Western Conference, and can you be the one who kind of brings us over the top? Because everyone, including him, didn't think they could make the playoffs, and rightfully so. And so now they make the playoffs, and the style of play they playing, similar to what Brooklyn does. I said Brooklyn is the Los Angeles Clippers of the East. And
they got more talent.
Brooklyn has more talent.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going to be interesting this summer.
Auditions.
No, everybody can't get the free agents.
That's true.
It's going to be some teams that are going to get their heart broken at the altar. It's going to be, I actually think, this is going to be the biggest summer in NBA history.
Back to the present time and your pictures of what Golden State did offensively, which was pretty much what they wanted to in the first half.
Yeah, we always marvel at how great they shoot the three. They're the masters of shooting the three. They change the game. But they're also masters of getting out on the break. Let's not get it twisted. When they play good defense, they move the ball. Wow. They don't have guys dribbling the ball and, messing around. Everybody runs because they know they're going to get it. Right here, one or two dribbles right there. Don't mess around. Great pass, great play. Getting it out, getting the crowd involved, getting everybody involved. Right here again, right? Draymond Green, floor general, make one pass to a guy that's probably the best scorer in the game. And right here, another great pass, backdoor cut, you overplay, boom, crowd's going crazy. They're the masters of everything. That's why they're favored to win.
And how great is the Bogut pickup now? Possibly now with
looming very large potentially. Yeah. Again, we'll see what happens with DeMarcus Cousins. Again, an MRI scheduled tomorrow after he leaves about 3 minutes into the game tonight. Back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second.
We could do that.
Oh, who can't do that? Everybody knows how to ride a bike.
I thought you meant everybody knows how to lay down.
Hey, who don't know how to ride a bike, buddy?
All right, Shaq, you do the bike riding. Charles, you stay underneath.
You gonna do the bike thing?
No, Shaq, do the bike.
No, I'm not letting this big fat ass fall over.
Time report earlier tonight. Game 2, Philadelphia and Brooklyn after the Nets took the opener in Philly.
See what happens when you run the floor and play inside, Chuck?
Get away with travel.
Thank you. Don't shoot threes.
Yep.
And Ben Simmons, way to step up tonight after you call out them Philadelphia fans.
How about that third quarter for Philadelphia? 51-point third quarter.
You rang! You rang!
He played great tonight. I
That's my second favorite player, Ernie.
I go
You
to
heard
great
it here.
Kembe Mutombo and Allen Iverson. The answer were at the game tonight.
To Steph Curry, you rang as my second favorite player, America.
Wow. It's amazing how both.
Ben Simmons gets his second playoff triple-double.
That's all you had was 2?
How many did you have?
6?
You're a lot bigger than me.
Couldn't have had 6 because you feel that.
Hey, Hal, could you check on that
76
on that 6 playoff triple-doubles for Shaquille?
I guarantee you didn't have 6.
Hold on, let me finish. How? Send me your bank account numbers in my text.
So wait, so Boban and Steph Curry, your 2 favorite players?
2 favorite players.
Oh, way to be a front runner, brother.
So here's
So they
Chuck.
both had good games tonight.
Stop it.
Chuck, what?
That's the Chuck Sickle 5,000.
Why are we bringing that out now, though?
Because we're talking about my man on the bike.
Yeah, talking about being the halftime.
Jack, you did not have. I guarantee you didn't have 6 triple doubles.
I never even had 1.
I like the one when he was on the bike and there was a
I
tweet.
lied, America.
That's the one.
0. I had
Entertaining than the one you just saw, and it featured this flagrant one on Joel Embiid to the jaw of Jared Allen.
That should have been a flagrant 2.
It's not.
And with that kind of give and take, that's exactly where we're going to start here on the American Express Halftime Report. 65-64. Sixers with a 1-point lead over the Nets. Chuck, you think this should be a 2?
Yeah, I think he should. You can't just hit people in the damn face. Ooh. I mean, come on, man. That's a flagrant 2.
Not a flagrant 2.
Listen. Oh, that's a flagrant 2 easily, in my opinion. We can disagree, in my
Right,
opinion.
we can disagree.
He threw an elbow at his jaw.
First of all, he didn't throw the elbow. You have the ball right here. Put the camera on me, please. No, seriously.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
I
gonna show
know.
you something. I'm gonna show you something. Put the camera, please. This is throwing the elbow. We're taught as big guys, when you turn, he turned. The guy's head there. Flagrant 1 because the guy hit big, not flagrant 2. Flagrant 2 be thrown on purpose. When you take 2 pounds and you drop step, we're taught to turn. Akeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Alonzo, we're taught to turn.
So
with
what
force.
that he kept
You're not
both hands on the ball.
showing
That's
any.
what he did.
No, I mean, you're not showing any movement other than this. This to me looked like this.
He didn't do that.
Well, let's
I
look at
agree.
it.
I agree.
Okay, let's slow this down, America.
You know what,
He did not
Shaq?
throw it. He did not throw it.
This is going to be important
Right?
because I think
Yeah,
Shaq
we're
might
taught
have
to
a
turn.
point.
Yeah,
see.
we're taught to
Oh,
turn.
that's not throwing it?
It's not throwing.
He
got
just throw it.
He did not. He's turned. Stand up, Chuck. I'm just saying. Stand
Hold on,
up.
look at here,
Okay,
Chad.
I understand
Hold on,
what
look
you're
here.
saying. I
No,
understand what you're
let's look at the replay
I
one more
understand what you're
time.
saying. Go ahead.
Look at the
Go ahead.
replay one more time. Okay, now look. This one. Look at it leaves right there.
He's not throwing it.
What is he not doing?
Stand
Yeah,
up, Chuck.
I
Stand
have
up,
to.
Chuck. I'm gonna show you.
Go ahead. I want to see
I'm
my
not
show.
gonna hit you. I'm
I
not gonna
hope
hit
you not know damn well you're
I'm not
not.
gonna hit you.
Stay
Get
up
down,
there because
okay?
yeah.
Basket's right there, right? I got the ball. I have to turn the shoe, right? So when I go like this, I got to turn with force. If your head is there and you get hit, this right here is throwing it. I'm not doing that. I'm taking one boom and I'm turning with force to get to the basket to shoot. Flagrant 1, yes, not a flagrant 2.
We can just disagree.
I would have to agree with Shaq because
We're taught to turn with force.
because the right hand never left the ball.
Thank you.
No,
If the right hand leaves the ball,
Kenny,
Then
he's
that's
looking
throwing.
to
elbowed him
throw
with
it.
his left
Thank you.
arm.
But he said no. He was like, "I'm going to hit you now."
Yes, I'm
he
gonna
was.
hit
No,
you.
I'm not. No doubt
I'm
about
gonna
it.
hit
He
you.
was going to hit him.
You gotta
but
turn
the
with
fact
force
that
as
the
the big
ball,
guy,
the
right there.
second hand,
Turn with
never
force.
left the ball.
You used to
I
do
would.
it,
I would
Barkley.
say. I would say that.
Okay, unnecessary is a flagrant 1. Unnecessary
I
and
agree with
excessive
one.
is a
Okay, no, it's
flagrant.
definitely one.
Listen, we just disagree.
All right.
But let me just say this.
It just looks bad because
Yeah, let me just say this. Number one, the house is on fire. The Nets have zero respect for the 76ers.
Should they? But should they?
no.
Well, when a team is your favorite above you, they're not intimidated at all.
Okay, intimidation.
They're like, they can't guard us at all.
D'Angelo
We-
Russell,
we-
16 points
we-
in the first half.
Not even just him, the other guys. He's an all-star.
Dinwiddie's got 11, LeVert's got 10.
I know, that's the point I'm making. Like, you expect the all-star to have tremendous confidence, but the other guys are like, they can't guard us at all.
You know what's crazy about D'Angelo? He's not even really fast. He's out there playing at his own
the
pace.
Sixers got to make an adjustment. They
What's
got to
the
go.
adjustment?
They got to go small because
And who's coming out the line?
Embiid's got to come out because number one, he's not in shape. Reggie said it. They're putting him in the pick and roll every time, and they compromise their defense every single time. Sometimes you have to make adjustments. This is not a series for him. That's just the way it is. Because
this is not a series for him in his present condition.
Yes.
There it is. How about that?
How about Boban Marjanovic? You got room for Boban? But if you're going to go small, you're going to destroy what this guy's
That's right.
Put together here in the first half.
I agree with Chuck saying, but if you're Embiid and you dominate like you're supposed to, especially in the post, don't shoot no jumpers, don't shoot no threes. Go and show the clip. When Embiid gets the ball down here, he's either going to get fouled or he's going to score.
He's unstoppable.
That's right. So if you do that, don't matter what they're doing all them. But we're not talking about him. We're talking about this guy right here. Urang! Urang is playing a great game. And guess what? His last name is Vitch, people. That means he can shoot. Do not disrespect Urang. Are you going to disrespect me again? Urang! Yeah.
And
for you, great.
For you youngsters in the audience, that's
right.
a reference to the Addams family.
So right there, hey, 7'7", I'm gonna get the rebound. Right, left, Urang, Boban Marjanovic.
But the problem, Shaq, first of all, he played
if he got hit by that.
Nah, it'd be some furniture moving.
Yeah,
Shaq,
sure would.
You know, Shaq,
He's got 14 and 6 in 11 minutes.
I know that. First of all, I think your point. He's played fantastic, but that's not the problem with the Sixers. It's on the other end. They can't guard him on. They got 64 points. That's the problem. Bobo has played fantastic. The problem is on the other end, they're putting them big guys in a pick and roll every time, and Boban and Embiid got no chance.
They're basically saying, listen, you can't guard us. We don't think that you could keep us out our perimeter guys out of the paint when they want to get there. And so now you're going to have to help. And when you help, we're going to splash you with a three.
Yep.
And they've been doing it. And they said, and you can't guard D'Angelo Russell or you can't speed him up because he's playing at his place. And then on the defensive end, they're saying, hey, you know what? We're going to do the zone and we're going to make you take these tough 2 shots. You make one, but for every one you make, you're going to miss 2 because we don't feel like you can do it. You look at if you freeze it here, you got 3 guys in the paint. Everyone is paying attention to the basketball. And now you're taking tough 2s contested, which are much more difficult shots than the Philadelphia 76ers are accustomed to, and say, okay, you want to take a plethora of these? You can have these. And again, Ben Simmons, you're not shooting a 3. There's no spacing. Freeze it here. There's no spacing right now because they don't have enough shooters on the court. So what happens to J.J. Redick? Let's run him off the line. Let's make him a driver and shoot over our bigs, and that's not happening either. So this is a tough series for Philadelphia.
The house on fire. What you got to do?
Oh, you got to get the women and children out.
It is on fire.
Philly shooting 50%, Brooklyn 48%, 1-point game at the break.
Man, it's a good game.
Welcome to the American Express Halftime Report. American Express, the official card of the NBA.
D'Angelo Russell and the Nets went into Philly and stunned the Sixers in Game 1. Now we await the response from Joel Embiid and Philadelphia in Game 2. That's the first stop in a playoff doubleheader on TNT. Got a pair of Game 2s for your Monday night viewing pleasure. Nets and Sixers, Clippers and Warriors. Welcome to TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson, got Shaq, got Kenny, got Chuckster.
There we go.
And if you weren't here with us last night, late, the Chuckster with an impassioned plea to LeBron James.
I said this before, America, and this is the last time. LeBron James, come into the studio. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got nothing to do. Hey, listen, you can pick up a coach and a general manager later down the line.
We can help you do it.
We can help you do it.
Well, what happened today on Twitter? LeBron saying, Sir Charles, I actually do have a ton going on, but I may take you up on your offer.
You have a ton, Chuck.
We shall see.
He hit you with the big words, Chuck.
How about the hashtag King in Studio? That would be great. But what you did promise last night was that he could sit in that Game of Thrones throne.
Yes.
But we had to send that back. So he's going to sit in your chair.
Where am I going to sit?
You're going to sit in this back here. We kind of homemade another throne.
He also funny people around here.
Little folding chair with the with the attached plastic cutlery. Isn't that?
That's
pretty
cute.
impressive.
But
huh?
first of all, let's be fair. He said he got a
Great
ton.
job, Eric.
He said he got a ton to do. None of it entails basketball.
It would.
a ton to do, though.
So it's
Man
out there.
alone.
But how does he have a ton to do after 2 days?
Oh, he's a mogul. He's producing.
No, he's planning on
look at
playing
this.
now.
Yes, family.
Yeah.
There it is.
Family.
Okay.
Kids in school.
It'd be great.
He
So,
don't have as many kids as you.
so he didn't slam the door in our face. So
No.
it's-
I hope you come, LeBron.
Still
We
out
love
there.
you at TNT.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Meantime, we've got a game tonight. In fact, we got two, but the first game is the Nets and Sixers. And Joel Embiid will play. He will start, and it's going to be the same basic guidelines that Brett Brown had for him in the opener. He will start, but play limited minutes. Here's what he.
That's stupid.
Here's what he did. What's stupid?
You're gonna be on the court.
You gonna play? You gonna play?
Gonna play,
And first
man.
of all, let me tell you something. What
He
he
got left knee tendonitis.
well, don't play then. If you could, first of all, he was half-assed the other night. Ernie,
So
go
you
back.
think he shouldn't play?
I don't think he should. Ernie, he shot 5 threes and missed them all the first quarter. Like
That ain't got nothing to do with tendon.
No. But I'm saying he set the tone for the game, Shaq. Like they were just like every time he got in the paint, he scored. Got a 3-point play, but he shot. Then that was stupid. But the 5 threes the first quarter set the tone for the game, Ernie. But Ernie, you either got to play or you can't play, Ernie. You can't say a game time decision. Now, I just disagree with it totally.
Ernie, one thing we know about tendonitis, me and Chuck is big guys, it's not going to get any worse. But as you start to play and start to warm up, it loosens up. It gets a little better. So if you're going to play, like Chuck is saying, you got to play, not limited minutes. This is the playoffs.
Well, aren't we all on limited minutes in the playoffs? You see, you're going to play 40 minutes. No one plays the whole game. So I don't.
He played 20 minutes, kid.
Yeah, but to say it,
20
to
minutes?
come
No,
in.
kid, you think, like, what are you saying? Like, we gonna play, give 20 minutes?
Yeah, then you're going to play the whole second half. You're not going to start.
Yeah, 24 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't understand the limited minutes. Because if you're that hurt, where you need to have a limitation on you,
don't play.
You shouldn't play, because you don't let the team get into a style of play when you're the main guy. Now, if you're a guy coming off the bench,
But when you come out the first quarter and go through the motions to shoot 5 threes,
In a row.
a 7-2 guy who scored in the basket, in the paint every time he touched a 3-point play, shot a bunch of free throws. But when you come out lackadaisical and just jack up threes, that set the tone for the whole game.
Let's shift to Brooklyn because they played a great opener. Defensively, Philadelphia had their hands full with guys like Karis LeVert and D'Angelo Russell. And the Karis LeVert story is a great one because back in November, he dislocated his foot. It was a terrible looking injury, but they didn't need surgery on it. And he has come back in those first games of the year, those first 14 games of the year, he had at least 20 points 7 times.
did he?
In the next 26 games when he came back, only twice did he have 20, had 23 in the opener.
Well, to me, it's about Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris. They got to step up on the defensive end. And Ben Simmons got to guard this guy. But to me, Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler got to slow LeVert.
Well, this is very much what it looked like when Philadelphia lost before these trades and they brought in Tobias last year. They got shut down by Boston on the perimeter. Their perimeter guys were shut down, and they weren't able to make plays. So they made trades to bring in Tobias Harris, Jimmy Butler, so that wouldn't happen, and J.J. Redick, and now guys got shut down on the perimeter again.
Who you like?
I like Brooklyn because the worst type of team to play is a team that has nothing to lose. All year, nobody has mentioned Brooklyn. They're playing loose. Their goal was to get one. They got one, but I think they can get game 2.
The Sixers, they're all in. When you go out and get Jimmy Butler and Tobias Harris, you're all in, period.
Chris Carter, let's take advantage of this rare opportunity. LeBron's basketball IQ would add something to the show.
Oh, Chris Carter, listen.
Wow.
Oh, Chris, I'm not going to take a shot at you.
Why not?
And Nick Wright. I mean, you come on at 6 o'clock in the morning when everybody's sleeping.